Today, we're uncovering the truth behind the missing body of Maca. Doria jumps onto his motorcycle, racing to the scene to face the police and hide his nervous. Doria furiously questions why his wife vanished without reason, leaving police baffled. Old Ray reenacts how the god got bumped, while asking Doria if Maca had any enemies in this soap opera of a life. Doria passionately insists that Maca was Mr. Nice Guy, before panicking at the sight of Old Ray's suspicious eyes, feeling like a guilty thief. Suddenly, Doria's anxiety sent him buzzing like a bee, so he called Cora, demanding she rush to the hospital to check on the guard, to verify the cop's credibility. He hung up swiftly and deleted call records. Minutes later, the coroner replaced Old Ray. The coroner found Maca had no cardiovascular issues, guessing flying stress made his heart give out. Doria, anxious as an ant on a hot pan, confirmed its truth. Assured, he instantly sighed with relief. Maca shouldn't even be calling. He was busy figuring out how to call his wife, who had just passed that afternoon. He took it calmly, as if after a major quake, puzzling the police, but had to hold Doria temporarily for insufficient evidence. Overwhelmed, Doria quickly lost his cool, begging to be let go. Just then, the building went dark, and the officer promptly guided him back to his room. Suddenly, a strange noise came from behind him, like a ghost calling. Cautiously, he opened the door only to find a mysterious iron box in his wife's fridge. Inside were all the items his wife had with her at her death, leaving Doria dumbfounded. When he flicked open a lighter, he broke out in a cold sweat, because what he found inside was that very poison he used to offer. Just then, the lights turned back on. He quickly hid the vial in the cavity, and then Old Ray showed up, grilling him on why he was here. Upon seeing the pried open cabinet and that iron box, Old Ray instantly pieced it together. They weren't buyers' tall tales without a second thought. The officers checked Maca's belongings, only to find his phone had vanished. It was turning into a real case of where the heck is the phone. Under Old Ray's pressure, Doria handed over items, thinking he could deceive. But Doria's panic gave it away, leading Old Ray to pin him against the cabinet for a full body search. Soon, they uncovered the hidden vial, and while they weren't sure what it was, they saw Doria's lab label screaming at them. Now he's in such deep water that even jumping into the Yellow River wouldn't save him. Just as Doria was frantically wriggling his way out, his lover Cora called again, but he hung up after a few words. He fibbed that he was his sister and hung up under the pretense of cooperating with the cops. Then he called Cora back while visiting the restroom. Cora told him the guard remained unconscious. With few police clues, Doria was anxious. Doria innocently questioned why their secret was out in the open, while Cora swore she hadn't told a soul. But Doria's heart sank the moment he remembered Maca might have heard him mumble in his sleep, leaving him hoping to figure out why Cara's body went missing. Finally, he ended the call with Cara and strolled over to the window to take a breather, tension easing slightly. As he was leaving, he found the window opened again, leaving him confused. On the sill lay a letter containing a voucher for the Tivoli Hotel, no less. The voucher's back read, "You're still by my side," stunning Doria, his mind transported a month back. Just as he returned from a tryst with Cara, he found the record player blasting the tune from when his wife proposed. He leaned closer and saw a Tivoli Hotel voucher on the table, with a photo of his wife in a sexy dress. Today was their 10th wedding anniversary, and faced with the eagerly awaiting wife, Doria's only thought was to make a run for it. But when he saw tears brimming in Maca's eyes, he had no choice but to dive right back in. Meanwhile, at deep midnight, Cara messaged him, "You're still by my side," a phrase that only she and Doria knew. Doria's heart tightened, questioning whether Maca hadn't slept that night at all. Did she already know about their secret? With this thought, Doria shredded the invitation head just up. He tossed paper scraps into the toilet, pressed flash, but no water. An officer outside urged urgently. To avoid getting caught, Doria grit his teeth, fighting the urge to gag, swallowing the scraps, and then swaggered out of the bathroom like nothing happened. The officers led him to the building's electrical room, where Old Ray stumbled upon new evidence. The ventilation duct had been accessed, and fresh footprints were discovered at the escape stairwell. Clearly, the culprit had snatched the body through the air. Just then, they noticed that the wall clock was set to an odd time. They found the emergency exit code was changed. At this moment, Doria's heart raced. This was the code to his lab, and only he and Maca knew it. This meant the killer was definitely tied to him, or worse, intentionally leaving clues. Shortly after, Old Ray brought Doria to the elevator where the body was found. When the elevator jolted to life, it swayed violently. The building's sprinkler system activated, transforming the hallway into a watery amusement park. Doria wanted to escape with the rest, but he lagged behind and secretly dialed Kara. But as he suddenly looked up, he spotted Maca's bracelet, and through the ajar door he caught a glimpse of Maca's figure. Times O pound A tilde divide by I half A circumflex letter 3 C Cyrillic letter 4 A B C cedilla acute symbol 3 6 C H O asterisk 3 O amat as Cyrillic letter 4 3 I circumflex G cedilla not sign 0 letter 2 B D L E times O amat L cedilla F I circumflex letter 2 B D O amat dot O amat pound net sign Cyrillic letter 4 3 echo handle P up N Cyrillic letter 4 A B so L quarter O tilde O 8 O amat micro N A circumflex C cedilla Cyrillic letter 4 B 1 pound ow O grove braille 3 4 6 7 8 half off Armenian Allah letter 3 C vague pound net sign I O handle G up 3/4 degrees or letter 3 C paranormal scene pound net sign I am out micro A am out or letter 3 C as part of a plot pound net sign or I U am out a quarter of grove pound copyright. If you want to find out how this hilarious story unfolds, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.